For all the parents out there who see that a new Animal Crossing game is coming out and thinking about buying it for your kids, this video is for you. This game has a lot of well-designed game mechanics that will help create the foundations of responsibility and time management throughout the rest of their lives. Animal Crossing is known as being a cute game where you go fishing, catch bugs, and decorate your house. It's the perfect Nintendo game for people of all ages, and it's extremely friendly to children. I mean, it's a cartoony Nintendo game, for crying out loud. I'm sure people aren't too worried about letting their kids play this game. However, I'm here to tell you why you should buy this game over any other cartoony Nintendo games on the market, because as far as video games go, this is the best way to teach a few of the most important life skills that you could have, life skills that determine how successful you are in your adult life, life skills that I'm about to talk to you about. There's a game mechanic that is a staple of the Animal Crossing series. All 5 of the mainline games take advantage of the console's clock to use real time, meaning that when it's 5 PM in the real world, it's also 5 PM in the game. This extends to the date and seasons as well. The game's time will change a lot of things in the game as well. Shops will open and close at certain times of the day, there will be different fish and bugs that will come out at night, and if you were asked to wait a week for something, you will have to wait a week in the real world as well. It's as if you had a portal to a completely different world that happens alongside with you, and you're just looking into your DS and you just see this completely other world that's happening, and they're waving at you and they love you and they just want you to come back and say hi every once in a while, and I never do because I play other games instead. So a lot of people might be thinking that the first skill I want to be talking about is patience. Patience is a very important thing to have, and it's something a lot of people don't have, but this is much bigger than just patience. Yes, patience is a big deal, and it's something that you can learn from this game, but it's a part of something else that we're going to be talking about. There are a lot of things in the game that only happen at certain times of the day, and no matter how old you are, there are things you will have to be doing in the real world too. The difference with Animal Crossing is that you can't just sit down and marathon through the entirety of the game. It's a game that progresses with your life. To play this game, you're going to have to find certain times to play it. You have to decide to pick it up in the morning or night to find a certain fish that you wanted to catch that day. If you had the time, you could pick it up and do both, but if you don't have the time, you're not going to be able to catch the fish today. To put it very simply, this is a game of time management, which is the first life skill I wanted to talk about. It's a skill you'll need when you start to schedule what you want to do with your week. Time management isn't just creating a timeline of things you want to do, it's about helping you decide what tasks are more important. You're going to have to sacrifice doing certain activities to make space for others. Are you going to do your homework or get dinner with your friends? Will you study for a test in a class that you have an A in, or will you do homework for a class you're about to fail? Will you pursue your career, or will you help somebody pursue theirs? It's important to know what we're teaching children at a young age. We're creating a foundation of who this person will become as an adult. If we teach a child the concept of time management from an early age, they'll grow up thinking more carefully about the decisions they'll make. Animal Crossing allows for people to learn about time management through trial and error without any real risk. Well, besides the disappointment of the animals and the townsfolk around you, and why would you ever want to disappoint somebody so adorable? Time management by itself isn't what caught my attention about this game though. When we mix in a few other mechanics, we have the perfect life simulator that children can use to grasp a better concept of how our world works. One of these mechanics is money. Money is acquired through selling a lot of things we find around our town. We can sell fish, bugs, and almost everything we find. There are some tasks that only occur daily and give you a large boost in money, encouraging you to play daily. Time and money goes hand in hand. Without time, we would have no reason at all to manage our money. We have certain days we have to pay our bills by, which makes us all go get jobs so we can pay them in time, but we only have a certain amount of money we can get in a short amount of time. And I know for adults this information is nothing new. However, to a child, this is a completely foreign concept. They've never had to really manage anything in their life. And with Animal Crossing, they'll be managing their money income and what they spend it on in real time. They can do their daily tasks, which is similar to having a job, and then continue to work harder to get extra money if they wanted to. And with the many ways to use your money, they will start to understand the importance of savings. A few things you could spend your money on include house payments, a savings account, and clothes and furniture. Fortunately, the house payments have no time limit. The house payments act as house upgrades and cost a lot of money. They're not supposed to pay all the money at once, but gradually over time. The savings account does exactly what you think it would. It's a place to store money for the future. They even go as far as to give you interest every month. Tying this with the house payments requires them to learn that money is not expected to be used as soon as you get it. We have to realize that at this point in their lives, they're thinking, give this so I can get what I want right now. In the real world, money isn't always that simple of a transaction. Clothes and furniture are sold in shops in the game. They exist as a way for them to customize their town and selves however they want to. What's important here is that the shops change what's on their shelves daily. This starts giving them incentive to start saving their money. As soon as they spend all of their money one day and don't have enough money for something really cool the next day, they'll have learned the importance of saving their money. The last game mechanic I want to talk about is the townsfolk and community. Every person in the town was designed with a lot of thought and have so much personality. They all play a very important role in the town and for the player. As you start meeting the people in town, you start to grow a relationship with them. They may ask you to do a few favors for them, and if you decide to do it, they'll be happy and reward you. This is a very common theme through the Animal Crossing games. If you're nice to people around you, they will return that kindness. This is an important lesson for sure, but they'll get put to the test when you combine that with their time and money management. They won't be able to do everything the townsfolk want to do and everything they want to do at the same time. They may have to make sacrifices in the game or in real life depending on what is going on in their lives. For example, one of the daily tasks is to dig fossils out of the ground around the town. There are two things that can be done with the fossils: selling the fossil to get a lot of money, or donating the fossil to the community museum. Donating to the museum helps the community but doesn't give you any immediate reward. This means that the player will be sacrificing large amounts of money each day for the community with no real reward in sight. The real world doesn't always reward you for your friendliness, but it's an important trait to have because not getting rewarded immediately doesn't mean that you will never get rewarded. The idea is that we start becoming better people, not for a reward, but to make others around us happy, and I think it's something Animal Crossing does very well. Because the townsfolk around you will start expressing their appreciation for the things you do around them. Just bringing it up from time to time and showing how happy they are is such a small detail the developers put in, but it makes a huge impact. This all teaches them the importance of being a part of the community, helping the people around them, even if it's a person they don't necessarily like. The game really starts to make you happy about making the people around you happy. Through analyzing this game, it is my strong belief that this is probably the best video game a child could be playing. Nintendo makes a lot of child-friendly games, but there's not much children can learn from them besides giving them the basic idea of physics. We'll talk about Zelda later, that is another topic, we'll make a video, we'll see. Alright, through teaching time and money management and the importance of community and friendship, Animal Crossing is the most educational, kid-friendly game on the market. Alright, so I'm going to go a little off script here, and by a little I mean completely. I didn't write this in the script at all. So if it sounds like my voice is cutting and I sound different every once in a bit, that's why. But it's relevant, don't worry. Animal Crossing is one of those games that are kind of hard to get into, right? To take full advantage of the Animal Crossing games, you're going to have to play it daily and make it a real part of your lives. And I honestly, in my opinion, believe that these lessons that they could be learning at a young age are very important, and it's something that we should dedicate our times into. However, it's very, very easy to lose interest in Animal Crossing and stop playing it because you don't get in the habit of doing so. I want to strongly urge parents to pick up the game for themselves as well and play alongside their kids and try to make it a part of their lives and work together on things. There is multiplayer functionality and you guys can go into each other's towns, help each other out, build things and discover things together. And I believe that if a parent is playing alongside them, they will feel more comfortable playing it and exploring it with them. Those are just my thoughts though. You could do as you please. I'm sure that even without that, they'll learn something from it. But I'm just saying, some kids might need that extra push. And I think that extra push would be very, very worth it. Anyways, Animal Crossing New Leaf for the 3DS is going anywhere from $20 to $30 at the time this video is released. And then on March 20th, 2020, a new Animal Crossing game will be coming out for the Nintendo Switch. I wanted to give a huge thank you to Simply Press Start for allowing me to use her footage in the video. She gave me permission to use it months ago to make this video, and I mean like 7 months ago. Wow, I put this one off for some time. If you guys want to get a better understanding of the gameplay or want a YouTuber for your kids to watch play the game, this is the perfect channel for you. She has tutorials that taught me how to play the game when I was a kid, and she's just an overall positive person. I'll have links in the description and in the icon on the top, the eye icon on the top right of the screen. That's what that is. I tried to say eye icon, but I just said icon instead. Look, it's right there. You can click on it, and then it's gonna be in the description too. I said that already. Anyways, thank you all so much for making it to the end of the video. Anybody who made it this far in is a real champion, and I will put some cookies in the comments just for you guys. Be sure to scroll down and look at those cookie emojis just for you. Nobody else can have them, just you guys.